Hey everybody, welcome back to the SkyLounge. This is Peruse. It's the number 38. I want to say episode number 38. We got the puppies in the back here with me in the car as we speak. I'm about to head home. Early start for the day, early start for the week. Good to have an early start though, because I'm so used to just having very razzle-frazzle schedule. So it's good to have some semblance of consistency in terms of waking up and shit. The big regret right now waking up though is eating late. So gotta try to minimize that. Have been doing so. Have been doing well in that department, but you know, not today. And, gotta figure that out, right? Gotta figure that out. And yeah, I feel like shit this morning. I was ate fucking leftover Mexican food because, of course, boys and girls, Cinco de Mayo happened yesterday. And no, I didn't really partake in the festivities there. All I really did was just eat tacos and burritos at home without really going out. That was the whole thing yesterday. But you know, we're leaving the east side of town, thank fucking God, because there's a bunch of fucking psychopaths with no clothing. I'm not joking. I've seen 2 homeless dudes without a shirt at this point, this early in the morning. And it is about 7:20 in the morning here, boys and girls. Yikes. Yeah, and it's one of those things where, like, what do I say all the time? The cesspool of humanity known as Las Vegas, and my puppy just loves the outside. She loves the outside. Right, baby? Alright? Yeah, puppies love coming outside, so we try to take them out every morning. Saw a little head there. A little puppy going crazy. But, yeah, right now, this is our Monday, right? May 6th. Wow. You know, May's already kind of flying by. And it's kind of crazy to think about it like that, just because the month just started. But it's not going to be May. It's going to be June real soon. So that meme pretty much has a lifespan of 24 hours. And then after May 1st is over, that meme is basically done. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about the Justin Timberlake, it's going to be May meme. Okay? There's always that stupid meme that pops up every fucking May 1st, April 30th. Doesn't matter when. It always happens. Like, it's always the same fucking thing. And it started as like a good, fun little thing. And now it's just every fucking year. It's gonna be May. Like, no, I don't particularly care about that, man. I'm tired. Oh boy. Wee bit early in the morning. Lots of sports ball action happening today. Most of this week, actually. And we got a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world of sports, which I'm excited to talk about tomorrow on the podcast. Still trying to figure out what I'm going to write, to be honest. But we'll figure that out We'll cross that bridge when we get there. And this fucker from Utah is such a fucking piece of shit. You can't fucking make the right turn. Like, you couldn't figure out the fucking right turn beforehand, you fucking jackass. You fucking Mormon bitch. Fuck you. Oh my god. Someone's gonna rewind the tape on this shit one day. And there's going to be a lot of question marks as to, like, oh, is he a nice person? Is he mean? And they'll be like, yeah, he's a mean person. Like, why? Because he made fun of Utah. Fuck you. No one should be impervious to parody or satire. That's my belief. That is always my belief. Anything and everything could be made fun of. That's the reality of things, I feel. But there are extremely sensitive bitches out there. And I'm not referring to females, I'm referring to people who are extremely sensitive for absolutely no reason. Ugh. This is why I went out a couple of days ago, and sure enough, man, I mean, you always do get to occasionally hang out with very cool people, right? You know, in this world, there's not a lot of cool people out there, so when you get an opportunity to just chill with dope, chill people, it's awesome. You get to have a good time, and you can let loose in your language. And I know certain crowds, I can't say certain things, which is fucking ridiculous. It really is. But I know with a certain group of my friends, I will say some outlandish, crazy ass shit, and it's totally fine. And it's because it's always based on context. It's always based on context. So there's all that shit. So the debate rages on today, what the schedule's gonna be, and right now I'm debating whether I want to watch Endgame today. And I probably will watch Endgame today, because I'm almost done with Phase 2. Now, I know a lot of you guys who might have tuned into this thing will probably think that, oh man, he's going to talk about Endgame again. But yeah, I mean, this is a movie that I really do want to understand and in virtue, you know, watch all the phases and movies that led up to this, you know, experience / event. And the puppy's yawning. She loves it. She loves it. But yeah, I'm loving that movie, man. And it finally passed $2.1 billion. It is now the second highest grossing movie of all time. And don't even get me started on the fact that give it a week. In its third week, it might just cross 3 billion. Maybe 5 weeks, maybe a full month it reaches 3 billion, but this is probably the most insane thing we've seen, although we've expected it. Although I mean, a lot of us fans, I mean, of film and you know, if we're taking a closer look at the box office and shit, we kind of known this would have happened. I mean, this film was set to break every box office record. It was kind of stated, but you know, to see it actually unfold, we're witnessing history here, boys and girls. We are absolutely witnessing box office history. And listen, I know there's going to be these super diehard DC fans who will never give, you know, an opposing view their due credit. So let me be the first to say, I was always a DC comic reader. I rather prefer DC comic books, but simultaneously, I'm a comic book fan. In recent years, the amount of great comic book movies that have come out relative to how many that was out like 10 years ago, and there weren't really many, and a lot of them failed oftentimes. It's incredible to see just how the landscape is now. I mean, I'm used to, listen, I grew up with Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, you know, eventually Spider-Man 3, which was a fucking disaster, Fantastic Four Silver Surfer, man, I mean, the fucking comic book films that I grew up with when I was younger, they were okay, but they weren't anything like this. So it's insane. It's amazing. It's something I can really appreciate as a fan, as somebody who's watched closely, who is just a fan of comic books, movies. To watch this evolution, it's beautiful. And I know there are people who are just not gonna fucking like, you know, or give any credit to the Avengers or you know, comic book movies. And there's a lot of people in that spectrum there, and it ranges. But you know, if I see a good movie, I'm gonna appreciate it. I'm gonna let people know that I do appreciate it. Very simple, right? Very simple. I live a very simple life, man. I'm never about muddling things up, because I like to keep it simplified. And yes, I am a little dickish to people, because I want to get shit done. Now, does that mean, you know, I particularly hold any animosity towards anybody? Not really, no. Like, if I hold animosity over you or something, like, that means I actually care. So I just get tired of dealing with people after a while. I really do. So I just, go inwards, watch movies, play video games, play with the puppies. It's good shit. It's good shit. What isn't good shit is just driving in the morning and trying not to lose my mind about all these goddamn morning drivers who think they own the world, but they don't. Right, puppies? Puppies know what's up. Yeah. I got the endgame stuff coming tonight. And also sports ball. We got some playoff games tonight. We got CBJ, Boston Bees. That's going to be a great game. I hope that that series goes to Game 7. We are going to Game 6 tonight between those two teams. Boston leads the series 3-2. San Jose Sharks versus the Colorado Avalanche. San Jose leads the series 3-2 against the Colorado Avalanche, which is infuriating in so many levels, so many ways. But simultaneously, I'm not going to fucking watch it. Like, if it's San Jose, I just don't want to watch it. That's what it comes down to. Versus Eastern Conference, there's so much crazy shit going on. I'm loving it. I mean, obviously, the Carolina Hurricanes taking care of their fucking business and just able to close out in a sweep a team that was sweeping. They swept the sweepers. So that hasn't happened since, 1993, from what I read, Buffalo Sabres. So congratulations, New York Islanders. You are on the same level as Buffalo, your cousin in your state. Because you have the New York Islanders, New York Rangers, and the Buffalo Sabres. You have 3 fucking teams in New York, and none of them are actually playing well at the moment. I mean, relatively speaking, yeah, the Islanders kind of came out of nowhere, and good for them, because Barry Trotz is a hell of a coach, and I saw the dude on the opposing side, in the Stanley Cup Finals, Game 5, and, kudos to the guy, because he is pretty fantastic, and he brought a squad with little to no expectations this coming season because of John Tavares leaving the Islanders organization, and to get to where they are now, and it's impressive. Yeah, getting swept sucks, but Jesus, dude. I mean, taking into context of what they had to go through, what their situation was, the Islanders are nothing but impressive. Yeah, the sweep sucks. It really does, dude. But my goodness, that's impressive. Relative to the other guys that got swept in the first round, I mean, the Islanders, I can kind of give an excuse. Now, the interesting game is Dallas versus St. Louis. St. Louis able to win in Dallas away, tying the series 3-3 last night. Now they are going to go into Game 7. That is going to be something to watch out for. Dallas versus St. Louis, I think it's a toss-up. But the fact that St. Louis is going to be playing Game 7 at home, and can you imagine Jordan Binnington, goaltender extraordinaire, young fella for the St. Louis Blues, getting it done, getting the win, and play Gloria! That's right. I'd like for Dallas to win, just because I follow the hockey guy on YouTube. I want his team to win. I like the guy. I want his team to do well. But simultaneously, man, that Play Gloria song, I mean, it's actually Gloria by Laura Branigan, and so if you guys haven't checked it out, you should. It's a really awesome fucking song. But with all that being said, I really want St. Louis to win just so we can hear that song one more time. And for the St. Louis fans, man, I mean, this season for them has been rocky at best. January, they somehow get all their mojo back, start winning 11 games in a row, make it into the playoffs as a second seed, which was unbelievable. These guys were at the bottom of the barrel, towards the beginning of the season. Playoffs weren't even a fucking talk at that point. It was pretty much, all right, where's St. Louis going to finish in the draft lottery? But I would love for this team to just prove all the doubters wrong and get shit done. And DP is there. David Perron. So I want David Perron to get something too. It'd be awesome if he can go back to Western Conference Final again. And yeah, I don't know, man. I'm a hippie when it comes to that series right there. I don't care which team wins. I want both teams to win. I want both teams to do well. I want both fan sides to have a great time. But yeah, I mean, Carolina Hurricanes, I'm really happy they made it. Boston Bruins versus CBJ. I don't know, man. I would love if CBJ got the same treatment as Winnipeg last season, where for the first time in their history, they obviously passed the first round for the first time ever in their history, you know, sweeping the Tampa Bay Lightnings. And for them, I feel, why not carry it further? Why not go harder than that? I would love to see CBJ and the Carolina Hurricanes in the Eastern Conference Final. That would be a series I would just delve into all day, every day. But yeah, Boston Bruins are looking good. And again, I don't hate Boston. I'm one of those guys where I only hate certain teams and they all happen to be in my division. Okay? That's me. That's me as a Vegas Golden Knights fan. I hate Los Angeles. I hate San Jose. Anaheim, I find mildly offensive and annoying, and I do kind of want to punch them in the dick. Edmonton can get a little annoying because they're fans, but it's Edmonton. I don't really, you know, I don't wish torture upon Edmonton, but they're already getting tortured. You know that scene in 007 where the chief is tying James Bond down to a chair, cuts the fucking seat open, and starts whacking his balls with his hard-ass thing? That's what the Edmonton Oilers fans are going through right now. Like, you point to Ken Holland, yeah, dude, he's a fucking GM legend extraordinaire, but there's a lot of context as to how he, you know, elevated himself in that Detroit job. Whereas in Edmonton, it's like, oh, you're gonna try to fucking extinguish a gas fire, have fun. This ain't gonna fucking happen. Oil fire, I'm sorry. You gotta knock down a fucking oil fire. Have fun with that shit. That's gonna be a fucking nightmare and a half. Yeah, we got Milan Lucic and all these guys. Like, dude, you are so fucked. You are so fucked. And I saw Edmonton at least twice, you know, in the regular season, and I've said it in every single one of my fucking Edmonton reviews. I said, there is nobody on this squad except Clefbaum, Nugent Hopkins, Draisaitl, and Connor McDavid. Maybe, oh god, is it Heiskanen? I forgot what the fuck the goaltender's name was. Seriously, 4 to 5 players in that starting lineup that you can actually mention are actual players that you can legitimately count on. Everybody else in that squad, what the fuck are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I don't know, man. So Edmonton, I don't know, man. I feel for you. I do. But you're in our division. Vancouver's another squad where I don't hate on them. I don't, because I like their squad. I like all their young cats. I want them to win too, man. They've had enough fucking heartbreaks. And you know, you have the Sedin twins, dude. Most extraordinary legends. One of the most extraordinary modern legends to the game. And for them to not come out with a cup at the end, it's a tragedy. It is an absolute tragedy. But yeah, there's certain teams I don't hate. I really don't. But I mean, San Jose Sharks, Los Angeles Kings, Anaheim Ducks. Most of those division rivals, I fucking hate them. I absolutely fucking hate them. But the reality is, you know, we just we're outsiders looking in now. I mean, Vegas is done in the playoffs. We don't have playoffs anymore. So that's about it for that, boys and girls, because playoff hockey will continue. Playoff sports will continue, and we're going to keep continuing to cover it. But, you know, if it's not my team, I don't really post videos. But we're going to do a lot of these cruise peruses to keep you guys updated on what's going on in the world of sports, what's going on in the world of me, and all this other shit, because I am an egotistical prick. So, boys and girls, follow me at the SkyLounge, and all links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily content. So let me show you the puppies here. No, fuck off.